Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I was going to make this a members only video, but let me just go public with it, right? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm going to start this off with this video here. Ready?
Fox 13's AJ Janet will cover today's proceedings. So, AJ, what upset the judge here so much?
Today's hearings covered everything imaginable, from how to refer to DNA evidence, if family will be allowed in the courtroom, and if the state can use a replica dollhouse they made. But the most shocking moments came toward the end of the day.
The accusations he made in there are very concerning. The kinds of accusations, if true, that would get people disbarred.
Kohberger's defense team continues to allege that the state has cell phone records that would show the defendant's location around the time of the murders. And that location wasn't anywhere near the crime scene. The state told the judge they never got the records.
Let's back this up. This is some important stuff here. Let's go back.
Location around the time of the murders.
Get people disbarred.
Kohberger's defense team continues to allege that the state has cell phone records that would show the defendant's location around the time of the murders. And that location wasn't anywhere near the crime scene.
So, Ann Taylor and the defense team here are backing up Bryan Kohberger, stating that the state, which is the prosecution, has cell phone records for Mr. Kohberger. And guess what? Those cell phone records does not place him near the King Road residence. Now, today, what I want to discuss in this live is what are the cell phone records that the state does have against Bryan Kohberger? And let's take a look at that route that the state is claiming Bryan Kohberger took the morning of the murders. So we're going to take a look at that right after this.
The state told the judge they never got the records, but the defense is not buying it.
What's the evidence of that, counsel?
The evidence has been in the practice that I've learned from people that I've worked
You're giving
with.
me that testimony now?
I'm not giving you testimony. I'm answering the court's question.
Okay. But you've made some serious accusations against the state of hiding evidence. And yet you've provided no factual basis, zero, that evidence existed for them to be able to obtain it in December.
The defense worked to poke holes in the state's case throughout the day, including questioning if Bryan Kohberger had control over his own Amazon account, where the state claims Kohberger purchased a knife like the one used in the killings.
From an expert that says that Amazon doesn't work exactly that way. And that's the problem, that when it is represented as a click, that indicates to the average person that he sat at a desk and clicked and made a purchase, when there's a lot more to that.
And maybe I'm completely out to lunch, but as I understand it, to buy something on Amazon, you got to put it in your shopping cart and hit purchase. Am I wrong about that?
No, that is a step, but how it gets in your cart and what items get in your cart really has to do with the whole model and the ecosystem of the way that Amazon works.
And in the last hours of the hearing, the court was still listening to arguments about whether Kohberger's autism is reason to spare him the death penalty, since it would be unconstitutionally cruel and unusual punishment. But the U.S. Supreme Court has never ruled on whether autism qualifies as a mental illness under the 8th Amendment. So the state of Idaho versus Bryan Kohberger could be precedent-setting for the whole country. The judge said he'll issue a written ruling on that matter at a later date. Back to you.
Okie dokie. So that was that, you guys. Now let's take a look at this route.
Without pallet chunks, that would never be a.
Let's take a look at the route that the state claims Bryan Kohberger took. Hi, Amy. Hi, Jules. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into the documents. Let's see exactly what is this route that Bryan Kohberger took the mornings of the morning of, and additionally, I asked Chat GPT to go ahead and create a map for us, showing us this specific route. Okay, so let's just. Okay, so based on Exhibit A, here we go. Let's scroll down to where they discussed this route, right? This is written by Brett Payne. Good old Brett Payne. Here we go. So here's where it begins here. A review of camera footage indicated that a white sedan, hereafter labeled as Suspect Vehicle 1, was observed traveling westbound in the 700 block of Indian Hills Drive in Moscow at approximately 3:26 a.m. and westbound on Steiner Avenue at Idaho State Highway in Moscow at 3:28 a.m. On this video, it appeared suspect vehicle 1 was not displaying a front license plate. Okay. Then it says, a review of footage from multiple videos obtained from the King Road neighborhood showed multiple sightings of suspect vehicle 1 starting at 3:29 a.m. and ending at 4:20 a.m. These sightings show the vehicle makes an initial three passes by the 1122 King Road residents and then leave via Valenta Drive. Based off my experience as a patrol officer, this is a residential neighborhood with a very limited number of vehicles that travel in the area during the early morning hours. Upon review of the video, there are only a few cars that enter and exit this area during this time frame. So, suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area a fourth time at 4:04 a.m. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Then it goes here on to say that then the vehicle is seen exit King Road residence at 4:20 a.m. 4:20. Okay, so I mean, we see this all on 1112 cam. We see all of this. However, in my opinion, I do not believe that's Bryan Kohberger, right? But before anything else, we would have to eliminate Bryan Kohberger, right? So let's continue on. Then it says that this vehicle is then observed traveling southbound on Valenta Drive. Okay. Based on the camera footage in the neighborhood, that does not show vehicle 1 during this time frame. I believe that the vehicle likely exited the neighborhood at Palouse River Drive and this drive, right? And then it says that this is when he actually drove down back to Pullman, okay? Then they're following his vehicle, right? They're saying that both Pullman and Moscow are small college towns and people commonly travel back and forth between them. Then law enforcement officers provided the video footage of his vehicle to forensic examiners with the FBI. That they utilized surveillance footage to identify the year, make, and model. Okay, so they went ahead and provided this to the FBI. Hey, take a look at this video. The forensic examiner has approximately 35 years of law enforcement experience and 12 years in the FBI experience, okay? And he's telling us about his training. It includes identifying characteristics of the vehicles, the database. All right, cool. So after reviewing, they have come to the conclusion that the suspect vehicle 1, it is believed to be a 2011-2013 Hyundai Elantra. Okay. Now, I've been looking at this footage and vehicles and different vehicle types, and I see an Elantra, but I also want to note that not only do I see an Elantra, I also see an Accent, Hyundai Accent, and a Toyota Camry, possibly 2002 Toyota Camry. And all of these cars are similar. So the fact that they zoned in or honed into this one Elantra with the specific year, it's amazing. It's amazing. But let's continue. Then it says, upon further review, he indicated it could also be a 2011-2016. Okay, so he is now going from 2011 to 2013 to 2011-2016. As a result, investigators have been reviewing information on persons in possession of a vehicle that is 2011 to 2016. Okay. Now, the investigators were given access to the footage on the Washington State University campus. Okay. A review of that footage indicated that at 2:44 a.m., this white sedan, which was consistent with the description of the white Elantra, was observed on WSU surveillance cameras traveling north on Southeast Nevada Street at Northeast Stadium Way at 2:53 a.m. Okay, it says, which is consistent with the description of the white Elantra known as Vehicle 1, Suspect Vehicle 1. Okay, so around this time, okay, cool. Now this is crazy to me, honestly, how Bryan Kohberger was chosen. It's insane. All right, so then it says that then again, this FBI forensic examiner is once again stating that vehicle is for sure that. It's just amazing. I don't know. Then, okay, so now we're placing him at 5:25 a.m. Okay, again, so Bryan Kohberger didn't sleep at all. According to this, Bryan Kohberger, he did not sleep. Hey, Leah. Hey, fam. What's up, Jeff? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Thank you for being here. Hi, Leslie and Billy. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, so then at 5:25 a.m., you guys, okay, now we have suspect vehicle 1. He's observed on 5 cameras, okay? And again on 5:27. I'm telling you, like, Bryan Kohberger had 0 sleep this night, 0 sleep. He was all over town, and I'm going to show the map in just a second. Okay. We're going to get right to it. 1 second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. They didn't redact his phone number. That's crazy. Out of all things. All right. So I'm done with the Exhibit A. Now let's get to the map. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so let's take a look at this map they're talking about. So I have 2. I have two maps. I went in there. Okay. So I entered the route into chat GPT and I asked it to go ahead and create. I said, here was my command. Can you draw a map of the route taken based on the times provided for phone 8458? That was the last four digits of his phone number. So on November 13th at 22:42 a.m., right? Here we go. You guys can see this here. So we have Bryan Kohberger is at his residence at 2:42 a.m. Okay, here we go. Now, again, this here. Okay, now, again, this here that I'm showing is the route he could have likely taken based on chat GPT, but I understand that chat GPT works on the commands you tell it. So again, I tried the same command this morning. I did one last week and this morning. Last week, this is what it gave me. This morning, it gave me a slightly different route, but the same idea. So we can take a look at both. Now, this one I'm sharing right now. Okay. This is the one I'm sharing right now. Okay, cool. Now, it says that based on the cellular resources, now again, I want to preface this because I think that it's good if we understand how towers work, cellular towers work. So I know when I moved to an area, I had a service provider. I'm not going to say the name. When I moved to a rural area, yeah. Basically, that cell phone provider only provided two towers in the whole entire area, which is I was getting less service because there were only two towers in that area, right? So you guys need to understand that in Idaho, 100%, there's going to be, say it's Verizon, say it's AT&T, because of the area, there's going to be less towers, okay? Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that if there's less towers, likely his phone will ping to a tower, but it will not likely, it doesn't indicate that he was in fact in the area. I hope I'm making sense. Just because he pinned from that location, what I am trying to say is this is not 100% accurate. Okay? This is not 100% accurate. The fact that they're making a case and using this to prosecution's making a case out of this is, I mean, it's happened before. It's happened with the that case in Baltimore. What's it called? Adnan Saeed's case. How did the state get him? The state got him based on cell phone records. Okay, that's how they got him. And it was AT&T. And it was AT&T. I think AT&T is the case for Kohberger too. It's crazy, huh? So at 2:42, wait just 1 second. So at 2:42, we have Bryan Kohberger's cell phone at that residence, at his residence. Again, it wasn't redacted. It's public information. I can't believe they have both his cell phone number and everything out there, okay? Now, let's continue here. It says that at this time, the phone was at his residence. Then it says that at 2:47, his phone drove southeast leaving his residence and traveling south through Pullman, Washington. Okay. Now we have him here. Okay. Here it says no network. No network. Because again, it could be that his phone wasn't picking up from a tower, you know? Okay, so let's continue. Then it says, this is consistent with the movement of the white Elantra at 2:47 a.m. Then the phone stops reporting to the network, which is consistent with either the phone being in an area without cellular coverage. It could be the phone was in an area without cellular coverage, or the connection to the network is disabled, such as putting the phone in an airplane mode. So they're not 100% sure here. It's not 100% sure whether his phone was put into an airplane mode or it was turned off. So they're claiming he turned his phone off. But what if his phone was just not connected to a tower? You get what I'm saying here, you guys? Thank you. Hey, Redman, what's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. Okay, so the 8:45A phone does not report to the network again until 4:48 a.m. So it doesn't start reporting again until 4:48. Where are we? Now we're over here. Okay. So, I mean, there's claims that he shut off his phone and turned his phone on, but that's nonsense. That's nonsense because it just can simply be that his phone was not connected to a nearby tower, you know? Let's continue. And then it says that between 4:50 and 5:26 a.m., now we're at 4:50. 4:50. Then here we go. Between 4:50 and 5:26. All right. The phone is seen traveling towards Uniontown, Idaho, and then north back into Pullman. Then at 5:30, it connects to the Pullman. He's back in Pullman. What? Hold on. Okay, so then it says at approximately 5:30 a.m., the phone is utilizing resources that provide coverage to Pullman and consistent with the phone traveling back to Kohberger's residence. The phone movements are consistent with the movements of the white Elantra that is observed traveling north at 5:27 a.m. Based on a review of the phone of travel, the phone is consistent with the Elantra, further indicating that the phone utilized cellular resources on that day, on November 13th, that are consistent with the phone leaving the area of Kohberger's residence at 9 a.m. Then they're saying that at 9 a.m. he leaves the morning trip. Here we go. Then the morning trip, they're saying that he leaves at 9 a.m. and travels to Moscow. And then between 9:12 and 9:21 a.m., the phone utilizes resources that are consistent with his phone traveling back to Kohberger at 9:32. So they're saying that he took this trip back to Moscow at this time boom, boom, and then back. All right, so now the next thing I want to do here, I specifically want to take a look at the footage of the morning trip, okay? So we're going to pull up the 1112 footage, ring camera, and see, we're going to look at his car. We're going to look at this suspect vehicle, okay? So hang on just one second. Let's pull her up. Thank you very much for being here. We are going to move on to Jules. Jules, True Crime. She is the one that FOIA'd this camera, and she has all of the videos on her channel. I'm going to share that just a second. Here we go. Okay, so I have some interesting comments here. Cyray's book should be coming out this next week. Us mods donated together and bought the book for Dago. It will have Bryan's route in his book. Shut up. No way. No way. Oh my goodness. Jules, I believe, and Lana bought the book too. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Okay, so here's the channel. You guys go ahead and give her a follow, subscribe, give her a shout out. So we're going to go on to the video specifically from that morning. Just to identify here, we're going to identify the vehicle that they are claiming to be suspect vehicle 1. And we're going to look and see if they are. We just have to confirm, right? Let's confirm this for ourselves. So it would be 1112 King that morning, right? All right, so all the Bryan Kohberger Pullman Walmart. Oh, I didn't know she has this. She has all the Bryan Kohberger Pullman Walmart camera footage before and after. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let me see what this is about. Thank you, Jules. Let's take a look.
We do not have evidence that the defendant had direct contact with 1122 or with residents of 1122, but we can put his phone in that area. There are many residences in that area. It's a dense population of mostly college-related occupants.
Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, you guys, I finally was able to finish putting together all of the Walmart surveillance footage from the Pullman, Washington Walmart that is connected to the Moscow murder case, the Idaho 4 student murder case. Now, again, this was sent to me from someone close to the case that was sent it from MPD, because as I've mentioned several times, people connected to this case get notified when files are posted to the court system and when there has been a FOIA response, and they also receive the files. So when we did the 1112 King Road camera and we paid over $1,000 to get the camera footage redacted and made public, the family also got the links the same way that I got the links They were able to download the same files that I was able to download. They get the same files that we get, even the silent ones, it turns out. So when I received this, I couldn't open them, as I mentioned before. It was a weird file. I put it off to the side because we had some other information that came out in way of documents to go over, which we still have a lot to go over. So I put them on the shelf and was finally able to upload them to Google Drive and then re-download them because now I can view them. What I did here was put all of the pieces together and synced the pieces together that are at the exact same time.
She's amazing. She really is amazing. Thank you.
There are no timestamps in any of the footages. There's only dates in the folders, as you can see here, and the dates go from October 28th, 2022 to December 8th, 2022, and it seems like there's a few days in between his shopping trips, which seems pretty normal, honestly. Now, prior to the video that I posted last night showing Bryan Kohberger on a shopping trip in December with a female friend of his, I only gave access to the Connor channel to this footage. They posted a lot of information in way of body cams, Linda Lane.
You guys, okay, so if you're new to the Idaho 4 murders, 2 channels 100% you should be following is Jules and Connor. Okay, I'll link them here because they have all of this, you know. Everyone donates to get this information because 100% that something is wrong in this case. Something is absolutely wrong here.
Cams, interviews, stuff about SV1 that all came FOIA'd from MPD. So when they asked for the files, I had no problem giving them the Google Drive link. But now the Google Drive link is in the description of this video so that you can go and have the files yourself if you...
Oh, shit. Okay. I mean, should I do that?
So choose to do so. I will say that the only thing different between the raw files that you'll be getting from this video and the raw files that I've given you before is that there is one section in, I believe it's November 23rd, in which the camera that shows the self-checkout view of Bryan Kohberger, that's really up close, and you can see like the top of his head and everything he's scanning. In the corner, there's a child that you can...
Okay. Oh, but let's fast forward to the morning of. Wow, I didn't know we had all of this. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, I didn't know we had all of this, you guys. Let's continue on. Let's keep it moving here. Let's move on to the morning of. Oh, wow. Okay, so 11, it's not in here though. It only goes to 11:10. This is 11:10, but we don't get them after this. November 10th. And then, yeah, so let's go back, right? What I want to check out is the actual 1112 cam, the morning of. So So let's take a look at that one. Mm, okay, this one has WC releases suspect vehicle 1 footage from Stadium Way in Pullman. Here we go. Here it is, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Boom. This is the one I wanted. Okay. So what we're going to look for here, because according to the documents, they are stating that, hey, thank you. Welcome all. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Lady Speedwell. Thank you for joining. Hi, Jessie Chulpix. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're here, right? We're going to look at, because they're stating that Bryan Kohberger's vehicle, suspect vehicle 1, is seen in the Moscow area between the time of 9:12 and 9:21 a.m. The phone is utilizing the cellular resources at King Road residence. Literally, is what they're saying. That his phone is utilizing the cellular resources at the King Road residence between 9:12 and 9:21. Okay, so let's see it. Let's see if we see his car then, right? Shall we? Let's play this baby. So right here, we are going to head over to 9:12. 9:12, right? $9.12, right? They said $9.12. Well, look what we have here. Look what we have here at 9:12. This doesn't make sense. They said 9:12, right? Okay, let's just go back a little bit more. Because that's a black Jeep Renegade. We see a black Jeep Renegade at that time. Not suspect vehicle 1, baby. But let's go back. Let's take a look. Ready? We're at 9:11. Let me know if you guys can hear this. You hear things happening. You do hear things happening. But let me back it up a little bit. Is it possible that he entered and I missed him? Let me just go back 1 minute. Maybe I missed him, right? It's possible. You hear a car coming. Okay, let's take a look. Wait, I just saw it. Let's back it up. I just saw a car go through. 1 second. Hang on. Well, that's the Black Renegade. Well, that's the Black Renegade. I just saw it. Ready? This is at 9:10. Check it out. See it? That's the Black Renegade. You see it? You guys see it? Black Renegade. Ready? That's Walenta. 9:10. Okay. Okay, so I think I skipped 9:07. I want you guys to look at this car at 9:07. Ready? 9:07 a.m. Okay, 1 second. It's all important. It's all important because this is around the time we know the students are inside the home, they're murdered. This is the aftermath. This is the aftermath, and this is supposedly when Dylan and Bethany were still asleep. They were still sound asleep. Nothing. They had no idea what had just happened, right? So, why is this important? Because they're also putting suspect vehicle 1. They're also placing Bryan Kohberger in this area around this time. So I think that's why it's important as well. Now, this 907 vehicle, I want you to take a look at it because to me, this vehicle could be one of 2 cars, and I'm going to show them to you, okay? Watch this car. Ready? You see this car here? This car can be a 2002 Toyota Camry or a 2006 Hyundai Elantra. Ready? I'm going to do it frame by frame so you could take a good look at it. You can screen grab where I'm stopping, and then I'm going to pull up the vehicle that I believe it is, okay? And we can do it that way. Ready? You see this car? 907. Okay. Now, this to me looks like a 2002 Toyota Camry or 2006 Elantra. So let me show you what I have. I had the pictures up and ready to go. Here it is. Okay. Now let me share my screen so you guys can see this. Ready? Okay. So here's what I have. Now, take a look at this car. And I am looking at it side by side, right? I put this vehicle, I mean, identical, identical. Are you guys seeing this? Can you see this? 2002 Toyota Camry. Do you see this? Identical. See that? Take a good look. Take a good look at this too. Ready? Now let's look at the back of it. Identical. Let me share my screen. Let's go back to the video here. Okay. This car does not look like an Elantra to me. It looks like a Toyota Camry. Now, we're going to look at the back of it, at the taillights, and you'll see it even more clear that it's the, hi, Kane. Thank you for joining. So here we go. Now let's look at the taillights. I mean, come on. Baby, that's a Camry, baby. That's a Camry. That's a 2002 Toyota Camry. That's a Camry all day. Now, watch the taillights, okay? So it's there for about 2 minutes. The car is there. You can still hear it. It's driving back and forth. It's doing something, but it's there for at least 2 minutes, right? You can still hear it. You still hear it. Now around this minute, the car is idle. At this point in time, the car is idle because you're not hearing it go back and forth, right? Now check this out. There we go. The car was idle because you don't hear the car start again. There we go. This is what I want to show you. Hold that, screenshot this. Screenshot this. Now watch. Now let's go back to the Camry. I'm going to show you. Ready? Come on, come on. Compare it. Compare it. Compare it. It's the same fucking car, bro. This is a Toyota Camry. Same exact car, baby. Same exact car. This is a Toyota Camry. And it's a Toyota Camry. It's no fucking Elantra. Watch. Come on, baby. It's a camera. It's a Camry all day, and twice on Sunday. It's a Camry all day and twice on Sunday, baby. Okay, so let's continue here. And because we want to hone in on 912, and 9. Let's do between 9:12 and 9:30. Okay. Very important here. Let's go. So that's not an Elantra. That's a Camry. That's a fucking Camry all day. All right. So that's 9:09. And then at 9:11, so now at 9:11, we are going to see here we go. Ready? Ready for this one? I already know this one too. 911. You see that, baby? That one is an Accent. This is the Hyundai Accent. Okay. So I was, quite frankly, I was expecting a white Elantra because the state is telling us that that's when they see the suspect vehicle, the white Elantra, around this time. But no, we're not seeing it. But this car here, take a screenshot of this. I'm going to show you what car this is. Ready? I have that open too. That car is going to be this guy over here. Yep, I have it. All right, so let me share my screen. And now let's share this car. There we go. That's what that is. This is a 2020 Hyundai Accent. Okay. And wait a second. Hold on. Maybe I have a better picture. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Here's the better picture. So okay. View photos. Okay. Okay. So you see how the accent has like the tail lights are different. Let's go back to the footage because now okay, here we go. Thank you all for being here. Okay. Hyundai Accent 2020. Okay, so I'm looking at this. You see how the lights are different to an Elantra. Anyways, let's just keep going. Hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. Because at 9/11, I hear voices too. Like, I don't know if it's coming from inside this house, but you hear voices, okay?
For months, our Congressman Tom.
After a quick commercial from Tom King Jr. Okay, now check this out. Now let's go back to that 9/11 car. 9/11. Okay, let's go back. Here we go. Okay, this is the tan car. Now let's take a look at this once more. All right. Now, okay, because that can also be a Ford. Now I'm second guessing. Now I'm second guessing the Sonata, whether or not this could be a Hyundai Sonata. Because if you look at the taillights to the Sonata, check it out. Because looking at the taillights here, check this out. See. You know, trying to like, you see that? Okay, boom. Now that we have that in our, you see how it like extends all the way over here. The taillight extends all the way. Okay, so let's go back to the video again. Ready? Thank you for being here. I appreciate everyone who's here. Not Kane, though, not Kane. All right, now let's go back to the video. Here we go. Let's do it, baby. I mean, it looks like a Sonata to me, you guys. I'm looking at it. I have the window pulled up. I have the taillights pulled up in one window, and I'm looking at this video in another window. And if you compare these two, it looks like a Sonata. Let me see one thing. If the light extends all the way, yeah, this is a Sonata. Look at how the light extends. You see the tail light? This is a Sonata. So I stand corrected. In my opinion, this is a Sonata, okay? Now let's keep it moving because We have yet to see the suspect vehicle 1, or am I missing it? Remember, this is what the state is saying. The state is saying between 9:12 and 9:21, Kohberger's phone is using the cellular resources at 1122 King. So we're getting into that moment here, and I'm still not seeing an Elantra. Ready? Now we're at 9:12. Where is it? Right? Where is the Elantra? Sirs? Mr. Sirs? Now, Black Renegade. So what is really going on here? You're telling me that around the time Bryan Kohberger was traveling 1122 King, we have 3 other cars, a Toyota Camry, a tan Sonata, and now we have a Black Renegade. But no white Elantra. So make it make sense here. That for sure is a Black Renegade, Jeep Renegade. No doubt about it. All right? And that vehicle was lingering for some time because before it pulls out, you hear the car back there before it pulls out of wherever it was. So here I am. We're still waiting on the white Elantra. Maybe perhaps we see it somewhere driving Walenta. Maybe. Let's see. You hear a lot of stuff. You hear a lot of noises going on inside the home too. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, this is an important part too. Wait, let me get my timeline. Oh. Check this out because someone smokes a cigarette and everything. Okay. You heard that? Like if someone opened the door, you hear like someone opening a door at this time, 9:14, right? And check this out, right? Okay. Watch. Then you hear a whistle. Let's do that one more time so you can hear it. You hear that? These odd noises. Someone's going in their car for something. You hear the doors slam. And you hear like a buzzing sound. So it sounds like an electrical tool is being used. Boom. Then all of a sudden, you see this guy, right? Pop up, smoking, right? Now you have to think to yourself, like, Bryan Kohberger is really going back to the scene of the crime with all of this activity going on? You really think Bryan Kohberger is going back to the scene? Not only going back, according to the state, he was there between 9:12 and 9:21, and I have yet to see a white Elantra. But let's continue. Now you got this dude out here smoking a cigarette. I mean, it's not that it's strange, peculiar. It's not that at all. It's about the timing of this incident. That this is all being done during this timing is what makes it odd. You get what I'm saying? Then he bends down for something. See him? He's doing something down here. I don't know what he's doing. He could be fixing himself, looking for something, but he's like up and down. To me, this is not someone that cares to be seen. That's another thing that makes it strange, because he truly did not care to be seen right now. And he's wearing a bright hat, like a fluorescent green hat. So it's not someone trying to like keep it low key. You know what I mean? Hi, Liv. Thank you for joining, Liv. Hi, everyone. Amy says Hunter smokes and Emily lied. They live right next door. Emily friends lives at White's. The pictures and videos live footsteps away from the slider. So which house does Emily and Hunter live, Amy? This one, 1112, or this one? Or the one next to it? This one, or the one next to it, Amy? So Yeah, do remember people are saying, no, they don't live at the Whites. So it was a lie. They lied that they didn't live there. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Now, this guy stays here for a few seconds, right? And then he stops smoking. Check this out. He'll stop smoking when he see there's two vehicles. There's going to be two vehicles that drive down Walenta, and that's going to be his sign to stop smoking. Check it out. Now, again, we're still in that time frame. That's what's crazy to me, that we're still in that time frame that the state claims Kohberger is in this area. Just keep that in mind. You see him going like that. Like, no big deal. He's chilling. He's chilling having his smoke. I mean, I'm not a smoker. Well, marijuana, yes, but not nicotine. But people usually, like, when they go out to smoke, it's kind of like a break for them. Like, they either think about it, like maybe they just had a nice breakfast, a good meal. Oh, I need a smoke. Or they just did like an extremely difficult task, or they got a lot of work done. Oh, I need a smoke, and he seems relaxed as he's doing it. I wonder if he's one of the cleaners. In my opinion, allegedly, supposedly, maybe he was sent to clean, right? There, you saw that car? Okay, let's go back. Ready? I'm going to try and pause it and get it. Ready? Well, you see the brake light here. It's coming down here, right? It stops over here because the tail light went on, right? Now check this. Let's see if we get him. It's a truck. It's not white. It looks tan. It's not white. It's a truck. What do you guys think? Let me know if you guys can make out that car right there at 9:17. Ready? I'm going to do it again. Let me know if you guys can make that out. Okay. I wonder if that's the tan accent that we just saw pull out. I wonder if it's the same tan accent. Not accent, Sonata. Sonata. Look at it. It looks tan. It doesn't look white. It looks like it can be an SUV as well. It looks tall, like it can be an SUV and not a sedan. What do you guys think? I don't think that's an Elantra. I don't. Yeah, I think so too, Liv. Yeah, it doesn't look white to me, and it doesn't look like it can be a sedan. Okay. Amy said in the beginning, Emily, I heard of that. I heard about Emily and Xana fighting. That's motive. Definitely an SUV, not a sedan. Where am I looking? Hey, Jay, Marie, thank you for joining. It's a tan SUV at 648 that watches Murphy too, isn't it? Oh, shit, bro. See, you guys are too smart for me. All right, so let's continue. Oh, and there goes the other one. There goes the other one, guys. And I think this guy purposely stood there waiting for his sign. You'll see why I'm saying that. Watch. You'll see why I'm saying that in a minute. So there's two. Okay, we're looking over here. Jay Marie, we're looking up here. Okay, ready? There's that first one that looks kind of tan to me. It looks like a tan SUV, right? Now check this. Yeah, that looks like that first one was a SUV or, a hatchback. What one of those hatchback cars that has like kind of like a Subaru. All right, and now here's car number 2. Ready? That's white. Oh, that's white. Could that be the white Elantra? Could that have been the white Elantra? Check it. Let's do it again. There we go. There's a second one. See, the second one is going faster. It's harder to catch it. Let's go back. Okay, we got that one. There's number 2. I can't make out what that car is, dude. It's going too fast. It could be a pickup truck. Let me slow it down. It could be a pickup truck. What do you guys think? Okay, no sounds for a quick second. We're going to look at this with no sounds, right? It's playing. It's going. We're going slowly. Slow motion here. Try and catch these suckers. There we go. There's the one. One is passing by. That looks like a hatchback, like someone in comments said, with the hatchback. Now, car 2. SUV. Okay, these 2 cars are not sedans, you guys. All right? I think we have established that they are not, that's not a sedan. Right? These are not white sedan Elantras, okay? In my opinion, they are not. I think we have established that they can be SUVs or hatchback, right? Now, check this out. Once he saw these 2 vehicles, look what he does. He's done with his smoke. Ready? Ready? See that? He's done. Done with his smoke. My ride is here. My ride is here. Gotta go. Gotta go. In my opinion, allegedly, supposedly. Now we're gonna move on. 920. Okay, whoever that person was, he, you hear a car door shut, so he may have been in his own car. I don't know. You hear a door for sure. Or maybe he's walking into his apartment. I don't know. I don't know. Again, supposedly, allegedly, Bryan Kohberger is still here. He's here somewhere. That's what the state is saying. Okay, so we're going to take this up to 921. 921 is when they say Bryan Kohberger has left the King Road area. Beep, beep. Coming through. Beep, beep. Where is he? Where's the white Elantra? You mean this white car over here? I mean, there's this white car, this white car. I mean, here's another white car. There's white cars all over this town. Now, there's going to be another car here. Watch. Ready? At 920, we're going to see another car. Ready? There it goes. Okay. So this vehicle is driving away from Taylor up this way, okay? Now, for this guy, I have to Go back and put it in slow-mo. This could be a white Elantra, 920. Is this the car they were trying to say is Bryan Kohberger? Let's see, maybe. Let's go there. So at 9:20 and 35 seconds, we're going to see this car, which it is white. Can we identify if it's the white Elantra? Let's see. Just keep your eyes up here. It's going to come through in a couple seconds. It's white. It's white. Wait, maybe not. Oh no, it's not white. I stand corrected. This is not a white car. Wait. Let's go back. Ready? At first glance, it kind of looked like it was going to be white, but then check it out. Hatchback. Okay, that's the one car that drove down this direction. It's simply driving back. It's the same car that looks to have a hatchback, for sure. It's the same tan car that looks like it has a hatchback. Ready? I'm going to do this one more time. This is crazy to me. It's crazy to me because how are you going to pin him in this location if you don't even have footage of a white Elantra driving past this location at this time? How are you going to pin this to him? I haven't seen a white Elantra. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, hatchback. You see the back? You see the back? It's like squared in the back, like a hatchback or SUV maybe. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So everything on this exhibit, everything in this exhibit so far, it's fucking lies. It's lies. Pain. Pain. What are you talking about, Pain? Also, the FBI reviewed this. So the FBI reviewed this footage and came to this conclusion as well. Like, what's happening here? And then at 9:23, then of course we start seeing some suspicious activities here, because at 9:23, check this. First of all, what are we doing here? What is this? This is the time they're saying Bryan Kohberger was here. This is literally the time they're saying Bryan Kohberger leaves at 9:21. What? Notice how this white is like stands out. Did he just get a car wash? Like, look how white is compared to this. Like, did this motherfucker just get a car wash or something? It's glowing. This card is glowing. It's fucking glowing. Let's go back. Wow. Why does it look like it's going to turn here? Why does it look like it was going to turn here? Let me do that again. You see how this video, I'm sorry, not video. You see how this footage is picking up the sounds from that far away? You hear that? You notice that? Because if it can pick up those sounds, you know it was able to pick up the sounds from 1122 King House. Okay, this person is walking in and he's holding a paper bag. Now I'm playing this because around this time we'll see two individuals walk to their car. Watch. Okay, this guy, he comes out of, is it, I gotta see, like, where'd you come from, baby? Wait, 1 second. Okay. Not sure where he came from. Okay, so he has this red, bright red. He's like a bright red. First of all, this is a checkered that looks like a backpack, and I don't know what that red is. Notice how they're walking this direction. Why not walk down this way? Why did they walk down that way first instead of just walking down? They have a pup. It's laundry day, apparently. It's laundry day. He changes his sweatshirt. Liv, that was odd. Liv, I see what you're saying. So that's at 9:23. This is at 9:23:54. So at this point, Bryan Kohberger is no longer here. They're saying at this point his car is now in Pullman. 9:24 and 9:24 his car is now okay. At 9:24 he's still in the Moscow area. Then at 9:32 is when they're pinning him in the Pullman area at 9:32. Okay. So what is going on here though? So there's a dog there. I want to look at that red backpack or whatever he was carrying again. Let's go back. Okay. Let's try and look at this red backpack. First of all, he's not coming out of this door. I don't see him coming out of this door. He's somewhere else. Do you guys see this? He wasn't inside the house. He was somewhere else. Check this out. This person was. Oh, wait, he was. I missed it. Okay. This is good. This is good. Now we get to see it. All right. Let's do this one more time. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to see him come out. Okay. We see him come out. All right. But instead of coming down this way, he goes this way. Okay. Is there a fence here maybe that's not allowing them to walk down? Or why are they walking this direction? Is there another car here that we're missing? Perhaps they could be loading up another car that we're just not seeing, right? Now check this out. So he walks down that way. Now, is that a red backpack? Because my pattern recognition is trying to My brain is like, wait a second. We see a red backpack at the grub truck. Could this be it? Let's see. You see how it looks? It's bright as fuck. Bright as fuck. Look at that. That's a backpack. This could be a backpack too. Okay. Now he's keeping it away from camera view here. I don't like how he's holding this. He's holding it too carefully. He's holding it too carefully. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not just laundry. It's not like just laundry. I'm going to throw it in here. He's holding it rather carefully. And then he placed something on top of it. Now we don't see no red. There's no red. No red. Liv, you're right. Liv, you are correct. He placed something to hide it. In my opinion, allegedly. That's that. Second person walks out. Again, second person is going that direction. Why are they walking that direction? Again, I don't know. Up comes out. Mind you guys, if you're here, are you able to see the 1122 King Road from this standpoint? I wonder if you're able to see the house at all. Because from here, I don't know. I don't know. But that would be interesting that if, say you're standing right here, are you able to see the house at all from here? They blurred the dog. That's so funny. They fucking blurred the dog. Are you fucking kidding me right now? They blurred the dog. It's a big pup. The pup is looking that direction. What's going on, buddy? Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. All right. Wow, wow. Notice how the dog just walks right in. The dog doesn't do this thing. You hear stuff. Oh shit. Oh shit. I heard a girl's voice. Listen. I just heard a girl's voice. You hear a girl screaming or something. Listen. You see how the pup just runs up here? Look how the pup just walks up here. There's nothing blocking the door. There's nothing blocking the door. Why are they walking this way? Let me do that again. I hate getting stuck. Like, we'll be here forever. Look at the pup go. See? You saw the pup go? What is going on over here? There's something over here. There's either people or something, a car, I don't know, but there's something over here. Because these guys keep walking down that way when they can clearly go this way. Now you hear a voice. Now you see the red. That's a chick. That's 100% a girl. Now, it's hard to distinguish whether those voices you hear, because this camera is picking up a lot of shit. So I don't know if the voices you hear are from inside this house, the car. Like, you hear voices right now. And those voices seems like they're in anguish, like they're in distress. That's what the voices sound like to me. And they're off. And they're off for laundry day. Let's see if they go this way. And you hear another vehicle. So there's two vehicles. Right now, there's two vehicles around here. I just heard it again. You hear that? Here we go. Okay. This is the car at 927. 927, a silver car speeds away and it hits the curb. Check this out. That's the car where they're like, oh no, we out of here, boo. We out of here, boo. Check this out. That car sounds like it was parked on gravel or a rocky area. There you go. That's a Corolla. This right here is I'll give you the year. I looked that one up too. That one is a silver Toyota Corolla. It could be 2013. This could be a 2013 Toyota Corolla right here. Okay, check it. Oh, they're out. Oh, they're gone. 927.42. Okay. So the morning of, let's get this straight. Right? That morning of, between the time that, in the time frame that the state is claiming Bryan Kohberger was around this residence, King Road residence. Well, let's get this straight. There were at least 5 cars, and I have yet to see a white Elantra. We went over every single car. We have a Camry, we have a Corolla, we have a Sonata, we have a Jeep Renegade. We have what looks to be a hatchback or SUV. All of these cars, not once have I seen a white Elantra. So what the fuck are we doing here? This car is packing up. It's clean up. Clean up. Everybody, everywhere. Everyone do your share. Everyone. This guy is putting stuff in his car. Listen. He's packing up his car. He came to rescue someone. Was it Bethany? Was it Dylan? Who'd you come to rescue? Came to rescue someone. Boy was out of there. He was out. And his little Yoda. Yeah, this is crazy. This is insane. So let's end this with, once again, let's end it how I began this live. Here we go. Here's another map. This is the second map, okay? They're saying that at 2:42 a.m., Kohberger leaves his residence. 2:47. It's pinged around here. His phone stops reporting at this time. Then here at 4:48, he's in Moscow. $4:50. They said they have him here. I haven't pulled the footage. I'll do the footage on another live. I didn't think I would spend so much time. I didn't think I was going to spend so much time on that footage at 9 a.m. They're saying he arrives in Moscow and that he's here around this time. But there was no footage of him in that area. I didn't see it at all. It's crazy. And that supposedly he goes up at 9:30. They got him here in Pullman. I don't know. I can't. Where are you getting this from? I mean, I know where this is from. Obviously, it's from the It's from Payne's statements. It's just not making sense to me, you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, I'm just lost at a loss the words here. Let's take a look at this one more time. All right. Okay, so let me just go to the okay, so according to the timeline here, okay, so according to the timeline here, let's try to make some sense of it and see what else is going on around this time. If I find my timeline somewhere, it's buried. Okay, here we go. Yes, got it. Here we go. Okay, so according to the timeline here, let's see what we got. All right, I want to thank everyone for being here. Here we go. 9:07, we see the camera. 9:09, we see another vehicle. 9:11, a third vehicle. 9:12, a fourth vehicle. 9:17 is when we see that man smoking. 9:20, fifth vehicle. 9:23 is when he packs up his laundry. It's like all of these cars leave around the same time. All of these cars are leaving around the same time. Why? Okay. 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when Jack Showalter says he woke up to watch the football game. 10:30 is when Emily Allant, she says she woke up 10:30. So around this time, it's conveniently, everyone is waking up after we see all those cars leaving. 10:52, Ethan receives a notification that Sean Drayman sent to chat. 10:59, Justin returns from walking his dog and the front door was still open. Okay, so is it Justin or Jeremy? Not really sure. But according to Supplement 20, JN sees the front door of 1122 wide open. So it just makes you think, because the state is trying to the state is stating that Murphy was found in Kaylee's bedroom, on the bed of Kaylee's bedroom. And with the door wide open is simply hard to believe. With all of these with these vehicles back and forth, all of that, you're telling me Murphy is just chilling there on Kaylee's bed and doesn't even think to run outside the door? If the door is open, you're hearing everything that's happening outside. I just don't see that. I don't see that at all. I don't think Murphy was there It's impossible for Murphy to be there. It's impossible. This is all staged. Then 11, that's when you have Bethany. She says she wake up, sorry, I can't talk. Bethany says she wakes up at this time, and her and Dylan were scared because Bethany checked Xana's Snapchat location. You know, Bethany's always checking people's location, like the stalker that she is, in my opinion, allegedly. She checked her location and she figured out that Xana was not on, and it should have been. She's like, wait, I don't see Xana's location and it should have been. But you don't think to go upstairs? So you checked Xana's location before walking upstairs to see where she was? Does that make sense? No, doesn't make sense. They knew. That's the problem here. The problem here is that they knew what happened. It's not making sense to us because we're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. All along, we're trying to give Dylan and Bethany the benefit of the doubt as if they had no idea. So that's why it doesn't make sense. But when you start to think of it as, oh, they knew the whole entire time, they knew, then it makes sense. It makes sense. All of their stories make sense because they knew something happened to them. Now, Dylan's phone records. So at 11 a.m., she climbed a flight of stairs. So let's go there. Let's go to Jules. Jules, thank you so much for this. Like, you have no idea how much this means to all of us, honestly. So we're going to go to the 112 camera. Now let's do the 11 o'clock. Let's start it at 11 a.m. Okay? Let's do that. Let's see what we got. So we know from 9 to 10, all of this, right? All of this is happening from 9 to 10. Right? Here we go. Do we see anything else? Yeah, we do see. Let me make sure you guys can see this. "100% live." That's why, like, my dogs, man. Like, do you guys know that dogs, everything is amplified. Their senses, their nose, eyes, everything is amplified. Ears, they smelled that, which makes it so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad because, you know, if he was in fact in there, he smelled everything. Why would you do this? Like, Bethany and Dylan, like, I don't know. They're not humans. They can't be. No cares, no fucks, right? Okay. All right. So at 9:55, we have someone clocking out. I mean, everyone wants to get away. Everyone wants to leave before the cops come. Before the cops come. Let's get the fuck out of here, right? It's 9:55. Okay. So that one leaves. I gotta add that. Now, Okay. So we're going to move on to 11 a.m. All right. So let's go to that video. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We're getting closer. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yes. Okay. Yes. Let's do this one real quick. 10 to 11. There we go. Okay. Now, I hope you guys can hear this. Let me know if you can hear this. Okay. Here's the dog. Here's the dog walker. Okay. Let's back it up. He says around 10. According to the MPD report, that's the guy that says he sees the door wide open, okay? Now, could it have been that silver Corolla? Could it have been whoever, perhaps, I don't know, maybe the person or persons that were in a silver Corolla left the door open, maybe? When he left in a hurry. I don't know. Perhaps he left the door open. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Okay. Now, there's movement back here. So then you're going to start seeing movement back here, right? Over here by Jack's house. There we go. Where did the sound go though? Why is there no sound all of a sudden? Hold on. I heard sounds before. What happened? Okay, look. You hear the sounds, right? Hold on. I'm not paying attention to the cars. There was a car that just walked past. Hold on. Drove past, I mean. Here we go. Okay. You see that car? Okay, let's see if it looks like the others. This is the 10:09. This is 10:09, so that's a whole hour later, okay? That. That looks like an SUV too. You can clearly tell it's an SUV. You see the back of it? Okay. So now all of a sudden, that's it. We don't hear anything, you guys. This is purposefully done, I think, in my opinion, because they're not wanting us to hear. Whoever is walking out, they're not wanting us to hear what they have to say. There's no sound, you guys. There's no sound. See, I got it all the way up. Is this a Toyota 4Runner? Or a Chevy? Let me see. Chevy or Toyota? Wow, look at the wheels on this car. There's two people in here. Why don't they want us to hear what he said, what they said? The sound is off. The sound is completely off. Yeah, that's sus. That's suspicious. Why would you provide sound just up until that point? You take the sound off. Why? No. You see? Oh boy. Everyone is getting out. This is around the time that people are starting to wake up, right? I don't know. Check this. And then we have this other car up here. Wow. Where are they headed? That's crazy. So now we don't have sounds for the rest of this. That's crazy. All right, so let's see who else comes in here now. Oh, sound is back on? You're kidding. You're kidding. Whoever those people were in that truck are protected. 100%. They removed the sound. They removed the sounds for that car. Now you could hear it again. Oh, shit. Is this the hatchback we saw back here? Is that the fucking car? It's glowing too. Why is this car glowing like the other one? This is crazy, guys. Check this out. So we got sound back on. This is crazy. That was a pickup. That was a pickup truck. I was wondering, I hear a loud ass car. Where is it? And it's up here. Okay, that's a SUV. I think it's a dark SUV. Okay, it should be coming any moment now. I want to see what car this is right here. Coming back. 1 second. There it is. It's dark. It's a dark Jeep. I can't make out if it's the Renegade though, but it's a dark car. All right, so let's go back to this. Now, it's driving back. It's a black SUV. It went down, down. Okay. So this is very suspicious. So my rebuttal to the state prosecution would be, hang on. You're trying to hone in to my client that between such and such time frame he was around this area. Okay, pull up the tapes. You know, I'd make at the court, we'll pull up these fucking videos and you're gonna see all of the vehicles driving past in the morning of, and not one e-launcher has been seen, number one. Number two, what is all of this suspicious activity going on here, which has nothing to do with Bryan Kohberger? Explain that shit to me. Explain that shit. And then, not to mention, oh, we're gonna go there. Oh, we're going there. Not to mention this fucking shit over here. Explain this fucking bullshit to me. Explain why there's no sound. Now there's no sound. They're selective as to what they want us to hear. They're picking and choosing what they want us to see and what they want us to hear. Now, at 10:21, we got this girl, homegirl over here, right? With her slippers. A purse, I'm guessing. All right. I'm lagging. I'm starting to lag. I guess I've been on for quite some time. Yeah, it's 2:21. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're starting to see more movement coming up. Oh, Corolla returns. Oh, interesting. The Corolla that sped off is coming back. Oh, wow. They live over here somewhere? Oh, my. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this because again, the sound is off again. Like they're just not. And it's parking here. Okay, wait. Okay, 10:30. Okay. Now this is interesting. Okay, because this is not the same dog we saw before. This is not the same person. Okay. So at 10 o'clock, we saw a young person walking their dog, right? Go past 112. Now we're seeing another person. So I have to look at the MPD report again. Who is who? You know? Is this the guy that made the report? Or is it the other dude? Because it's not the same person. Look, different dog, everything. Which person saw the door open? This guy or the other guy? You got what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It just stopped there. Oh, shit. They're probably like, dang, someone's going to walk past the house. Look at that. Why they stop there? They're like, oh, shit. Wow, they're watching. Something is happening here. Now we know this car came back. Now we know that this car that left came back for someone else, okay? Huh. That's interesting. All right. I'm going to have to end this live because my dogs need to go for a walk now. But I will do a part 2. I'm going to end it at 10:30. I'll come back with the MPD report. Let's read it out. Let's figure out who's who actually saw the door open, right? And let's end this here. I have to walk my dogs now before they hate me. And shout out to Jules. Without Jules, we wouldn't be able to see this shit. So hit her up. Jules with True Crime Reactions. She's got all the goods. And we're going to continue. I want to thank everyone for joining. I think this is the most people I've had. 52 people. Bro, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Thank you. Take care. Peace out.